France is not only Paris, the most romantic capital in the world. It is also endless lavender fields, an ancient history, and thousands of cultural monuments, and a charming language. In this country, everyone can find something that will make him fall in love with her once and for all. In France, there are certain limits for radio and television, which are allocated to foreign films, music, etc. You can't exceed them. The bulk of all this should be French. 90% of the French drive only domestic cars, Renault, Peugeot, and Citroën. A similar situation is observed in the Czech Republic, where almost everyone drives Czech Skodas. On Sundays, all shops in France are closed. A bottle of inexpensive, but good wine in France costs less than a cup of coffee in a cafe. The most visited museum, not only in France, but throughout the world, is the Louvre located in Paris, which was once the residence of the French kings. Almost everywhere in France you can safely drink tap water. In Russia, higher education is considered more prestigious if it is received at a state university, and not at a private, commercial one, while in France it is the other way around. France ranks first among all European countries in agricultural production. Agricultural land covers 4/5 of the entire French territory. Red wine in this country is more popular than white. France imports a lot of frogs, ranking first in the world for this parameter. License plates for cars first appeared in this country. French law forbids giving a pig the name Napoleon. The oldest bridge in Paris is called the Pont Neuf. France owns many overseas territories in the Pacific Ocean, Polynesia, and even in South America. Parisian police officers sometimes ride roller skates. The first subway in France appeared at the end of the 19th century in Paris. France is one of the most expensive countries in the world. The price here is about twice as high as, for example, in Germany. See interesting facts about Germany. The French national anthem, La Marseillaise, was used as an anthem in Russia for some time after the 1917 revolution. In France, the authorities pay an allowance for the maintenance of dogs. France ranks second in the world, after the United States, in the production of nuclear energy. The law banning Parisians from wearing pants was only officially repealed in 2012. There are more French-speaking people in African countries than in France itself. France is the most visited country in the world by tourists. During the era of the Great Discoveries, France controlled almost 10% of the entire Earth's land. The French are considered the most oppressed people on Earth, according to statistics. The lunch break in most French companies lasts not half an hour or an hour, but 2. As in Spain, being late in France is not considered something indecent. Income tax in France is one of the highest in the world. French law allows you to marry a person who has already died. True, this requires the permission of the president of the country.